capacity to make it happen. Give yourself a fighting chance. Whatever you go after, whatever you say, if this is your stuff, pursue it passionately. Let there be a deep hunger in you that you won't be denied. And that when things happen, that they won't immobilize you, they won't deplete your energy. Something as powerful as you cannot be contained and stopped. Temporarily delayed, yes. Stop, no. You gotta learn how to take your pain and let your pain push you to greatness. You gotta learn how not to give up or how not to give in. And you gotta understand that greatness is within you. And you gotta pull it out. You gotta climb every mountain. You gotta pick up all the weight. You gotta cry. You got to. But whatever you do, you cannot give up. You cannot give in. And if you give up and give in, you will never experience greatness. So keep going. Nobody ever said it would be easy. But I know greatness is within you, and you got what it takes. So get up and let's make it happen.
What is going on? Good morning, family. Rise and shine. Another beautiful, blessed, and grateful day. Fired up. We had a phenomenal call with Neto this morning, getting ready, getting a blueprint, getting the shift planned out for what is about to go down these next 6 months coming into the end of 2022. So fired up is an understatement. I'm excited to bring you guys today's topic. We've got a special guest, as you guys have seen in the chat, you guys have seen on social media. So I'm excited to go ahead and give you guys a little run back through time so you can see what exactly we've been through, what it takes, and how much it pays to go ahead and stay loyal, hold the vision, and trust the process. So before we go ahead and dive in, let's go ahead and get our gratitude down on paper, down out into the universe. Grateful for God, grateful to be alive, grateful for each and every single one of you, grateful for the lessons, grateful for the abundance, grateful for the momentum, grateful for every single one of you inside of the Dream Team. And I couldn't be more blessed than to be able to watch you guys grow every step of the way. So let's go ahead and get into today's training. All right, awesome. So we're diving in. We literally only have a couple of days left of the magic, and every day, as I tell you guys, the shift is getting more and more powerful. We can actually maximize it to our best potential. So let's go ahead and get into it for today. You ready? Let's talk about today's message on gratitude. So here we go. Cue the magic is today's topic, right? And I'm going to give you the quote, and we're going to get in the paragraph. Here's the quote. Life is playfulness. We need to play to rediscover the magic that is all around us. I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? Out of all of the days that we've went through, day 25, I truly believe if you implement this one right here, this one day right here, this can change the entire course of your life. And you're going to see how every bits of outside, inside that we experience, we're able to go ahead and change the lens on how we see things so we can actually be able to see the good inside of whatever happens in our life. So watch this. Pay attention to today. I'm telling you. Today's practice, Cue the Magic, is one of my favorite practices because it's a game you play with the universe and it's a lot of fun. Imagine that the universe is friendly and caring and that it wants you to have everything that you want in life. Because the universe can't just wake up and hand you what you want, it uses the law of attraction to give you signs and cues to help you receive your dreams, right? So if you're awake enough, you're paying attention, you're going to be able to see the clues. The universe knows you have to feel gratitude to bring forth your dreams, so it plays its part in the game by giving you personal cues to remind you to be grateful. It uses the people, circumstances, and events that surround you in your day as magical cues to be grateful, and here's how it works. You ready? Check this out. I learned this, honestly, 2 years ago off of training. I didn't even know it came from this book, but it changed the way that I experience problems or anything in my day. You ready? If you hear ambulance sirens, the magic cue from the universe is to be grateful for your perfect health. If you see a police car, your magic sign is to be grateful for safety and security. If you see someone reading a newspaper, it's your magic cue to be thankful for great news. If you want to change the weight in your body, when you see a person with the perfect weight, it's your magic cue to go ahead and be grateful for the perfect body that is to come to you next. If you want a romantic partner, when you see a couple madly in love, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your perfect partner that is coming to you next. If you want to have a family, when you see babies and children, take the magic cue to be grateful for your children. When you pass by your bank or an ATM, be able to see the magic and give the cue that plenty of money is already on your way. You see how different this is, how you can look at all of these little things in life and now you can actually find a way to be grateful for it. Imagine if you had a bucket of negativity and of gratitude. You see, most of us, this side outweighs this side, and we wonder why it's a struggle to go ahead and do the work, to make the calls, to take the action, to do the events. It's because we're so filled with negativity that there's nothing left in this side. So today, if you can find all of these little pieces to be grateful, imagine if your bucket, you have such a huge bucket of gratefulness, and you come across a little problem. Now you see why the greats, why the successful are able to eat problems for lunch. It's because they're so full of gratitude, of love, of joy, of happiness. So today, anywhere that you go out in today, right, whether it's the science, police car, lovers, people kissing, you see a dog out in the park, think of a way that you can feel gratitude for whatever it is that you see and be present in the moment, right? Another one, when you receive a phone call from friend or family member, it's a cue to be grateful for him or her. When somebody says it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's a cue to be grateful for the beautiful weather for where you live. So I love it. That was a phenomenal start to the day. This is something that you guys can all go ahead and implement every day that you go out and really, really experience life. So I'm excited, but I want to go ahead and get out of the way of greatness. I'm going to give you guys a little background story, 11:11, but I want to go ahead and get out of the way and introduce you guys to my mentor, right? Those of you guys that know him, those of you guys that have been around for years, you've been able to see, and I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this background, this is literally where we started. We started inside of a garage. We started with nothing. We started with literally nothing but $1 and a dream. So today I wanted to go ahead and take a blast through the past so you guys can see where it is that we started, how the mindset was, what did we do to actually get to this level, and what did we have to overcome on the road to success. Okay, so if you guys are excited, drop some twos down below because this is going to be a training you do not want to miss. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive back through time, right? 4 or 5 years ago, I remember it clearly. Literally, I went from sleeping out of my car, knowing no clue about any of this information, right? I was a bachelor's degree student from a business school, so I knew about trading, I knew about investing, but I never really got around individuals that did it seriously. So here's what ended up happening to me, right? How many of you guys have seen individuals winning? You've seen them transforming their lives, and you've always wondered, how did they do it? Well, that was me, right? I saw others winning. I saw people my age that were able to achieve a life of time freedom on social media, and I kept asking myself, why can't I be the one to do this? So subconsciously, I was looking for a way out. I was 30K in debt from school. I had no job, living out of my car. And when they say it takes one person to change your life, to change your whole path in life, that's literally what happened to me. So if you guys are wondering if the person that you walk by tomorrow at the gym, at the grocery store, today when you go out and you go do your activities, that could be the next person you could impact their life forever, because this is the person that did that for me. Because here's what I saw. He came from somebody who never really clocked in a serious job making more than $15 an hour. He didn't really go to the best college. And here I am with a D1 bachelor's degree, 30K in debt, and he has time freedom. He's able to give back time to his daughter. He's able to live the life that he wants. So when I saw him traveling, when I saw him speaking in front of hundreds of people, when I saw him able to actually give back to the people that he loved, I asked myself, how can I go ahead and do this? But how many of you guys have ever been skeptical about an opportunity? You've ever been skeptical about something that's new? That was me. If you name it, I've sold it, right? I sold energy drinks, hair products, cars, shoes, real estate. But when it came to trading, when I saw the charts that he had on his page, this was the first time that I had ever seen anything where I never had to talk to anybody else. I could be able to learn a skill set that I could have my money work for me anywhere that had Wi-Fi. And this is what truly got me intrigued. So I decided to go all in, right? When I heard it was literally $200 to actually get access to all this information, some of you guys, $200, that might be a lot. I don't know if I can spend that. I didn't have $200 at the time. I was so broke, but I was so serious to learn. I sold my TV and I sold my Xbox to join. Now, not only did I get introduced, to Chino showing me the skill set, but here's what happens. Birds of a feather, they flock together. So if you want to become wealthy, if you want to become rich, here's what I realized. We're the average of the 5 that we hang out with most. So you know what my starting 5 was? Broke, and broke. Guess what? I was number 6. So I was striving. I was looking for individuals that were millionaires, that had goals, that had visions, that had the lifestyle that I wanted. And Chino introduced me to a whole new circle of influence that I didn't really necessarily knew was real, right? You talk about Darwin Lopez. I saw Darwin, no joke. I saw Darwin making one day what I would go out and make in 2 years. So when I saw the skill set of trading, it didn't really matter how many people told me this wasn't real, it wasn't going to be able to work. I saw firsthand what this skill set could do for anybody that was open-minded and willing to learn. So that's how it started for me. I saw the skill set was real. I saw there was people my age, younger, older, all different walks of life they were able to actually tap in and learn the skill set, no matter what vehicle they were actually using as their job. And that's what stuck out to me. I've seen so many things where only the top guy wins, only the top guy makes the most money. I've been that guy where I've said that. Well, you see the difference here? You have people that actually want you to win. You have a skill set where you can take it as far as you want to go, depending on how serious of work that you're willing to put in. You see, everything in life, it has an input and it has an output. If you put in a little input and you're expecting a lot of output like I used to be, don't hold your breath too long, because the results are not going to be what you're looking for. So there's a lot of lessons on the road of this journey the past 5 years that we had to learn to go ahead and get to the levels, not that we're at, but where it is that we're going, right? So a couple different things for me. Number one, the first lesson that I would go back and tell myself starting the journey is you've got to be able to be willing to let go of other people's opinions about what it is that you're doing, right? And I hear so many talking about it right now. Well, my best friends, my family, the people around me, they just don't believe me. They don't see what I see. Here's what I can promise you in entrepreneurship, okay? Most of the time, the closest people, right, your loved ones, they're not going to be able to see your vision. And this was one of the hardest parts for me. I was in the real estate office. I was trading, and I was in there showing my father profits. I was in there showing him different ways to be able to work money. And he was like, Dylan, put that away. I don't care to hear that. You're wasting your time. Every one of my friends told me trading was never going to work. So here's what I learned. If you're not willing to switch bank accounts, if you're not willing to switch lifestyles, you shouldn't be willing to accept their opinion. So that was the first thing. Number two, money. How do you look at money? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. The way I see money now versus how I see it back then is a completely different beast, because now I understand that most people, we've been taught to look at money completely wrong way. You see, most people, there's two things. You either save money and it's sitting under a mattress collecting dust, or you have somebody that's spending money out on vices that's not going to produce us any income, right? So I had to start getting in the mindset that here's the power. When you can learn how to start trading your money, how to be able to leverage your money, and now you can grow your income, multiply your income. Now you have real capital to be able to go out and invest into NFTs, into coins, into different projects, into real estate, to now be able to really have your money work for you. How do I know this? I've seen it. If you don't believe me, I'm telling you, go look at Darwin's page right now. He's dropping $10, $15 lots on trades. If you don't know how much that is, just know he can make 2 professor salaries in a day on the trades that he's put in the past 2 days. So when I tell you this is skill sets that you guys can take as far as you want, this is what I know. If you start to understand the power of money, how many of you guys, for example, how many of you see $500 is just 500 before trading? And now what do you see that 500 after you've been introduced to the skill set? You see, for me, I used to think about, okay, $500, maybe I can just go ahead and invest that into stocks or into bonds until I learn the skill set of something like trading. What if I could multiply that 500 into 2,000, take 1,500 of that, reinvest, and now I have 500 still left in my account to grow? You see, this is the real laws of money that they don't teach you in school. Everybody knows how to work hard, but who knows how to have their money work hard for them, right? And the third thing I would go back and tell myself along this journey, really, really just getting into it, is being able to stay patient, having a macro patience, but being very aggressive in the micro. Okay, you've got to be patient in your long-term vision. You've got to be patient in what is that you see, but you've got to be aggressive in the micro. You see, at the beginning, I didn't waste any time. I took the first 90 days to block out all the distractions, all the noise, and I made literally a blueprint schedule. Like it's documented on YouTube on some of my first videos. Our trade-off is no joke. The whole walls were painted with charts, with quotes, with visions, with goals, and I can tell you every single day, we realized a plane, just like a plane, you have to treat your business the same way. When a plane first launches off the ground, it has to use 60, 70, 80% of its fuel to even get off the ground. And now when you get to a certain level, now you can let off the gas a little bit and coast. So what I've seen over the years, I've seen so many people come in and you want to 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And you treat it like a hobby. This is the reason why it pays like a hobby. And I've been there. I was getting paid like a hobby, and I'm wondering, where are these results? It's because maybe you haven't spent enough time investing in yourself. Maybe you haven't spent enough time really figuring out, why did you do this business? Because the difference was, for me, I was just going through the motions. I didn't understand why I really wanted to learn. I didn't really think about who was I going to be able to impact once I learned the skill set and be able to really impact lives. So this is why I really decided to go all in. This is why I really started to realize that trading can change your life. This is just the beginning of the skill sets, because here, 5 years later, we went from just trading Forex to diving into cryptos, to the NFTs, to the metaverse, to Web 3.0, So the beauty of life is being able to change and adapt. And that's my third tip for you, is being able to rewire the old mindset to go ahead and acquire the new, right? A lot of things that we knew coming into this business, it's not true. The way we think about money, the way we think about time, the way we think about working, the way we think about going out and giving service to people, it's a whole new level for me. So with that being said, I want to get out of the way of greatness. I want to go ahead and introduce you guys, for those of you that don't know, for those of you that do, this is the individual that is literally our leader. This is our Chairman 10. This is the individual. Without him, none of us would be here in these seats. So I want to go ahead and give my flowers right now. I don't want to go ahead and wait. So Chino, with no further ado, here is the floor. It's yours. Let's get it.
Yo, what is up? What is up, family? Yo, drop a fire emoji, drop a money emoji, drop whatever emoji that you feel like is necessary for my boy Define Dreams. This is my day one since day one, and we've been running it up since a couple years. And he kind of pretty much told you the story that we've been through, the ups and the downs, and pretty much what we had to learn over time to really get to where we want to be today. And it was not easy. It was not a bike ride in the park, but that's something that we understood from the beginning. And that's what a lot of people are having trouble with, understanding from the beginning that you will go through trials and tribulations, that you will go through problems, that it's not, a straight shot to the top. It does not work like that. That's why you guys have to understand that, you have to trust the process. That's exactly what me and Dylan did. We trusted the process, and we understood that development, it takes time. Success takes time. And success isn't something that you do consistently. It's pretty much that you have to live, breathe, and eat it every single day if you guys want to see the massive success that you're really truly looking for. So again, you guys have to understand that you guys have to trust the process, and success, it's a very slow process on top of that. But I'm telling you guys right now, quitting would not speed it up. You guys have to understand that you guys have to learn from your failures, and you can't be afraid to fail either. And you guys have to start looking at things differently. That's one of the main things that I did to become very, very successful in this business, to become honestly very successful in this industry. I started to change how I looked at things. And you guys have to understand that you guys have to approach your challenges the way that they are, not the way that you wished. And you guys have to start focusing on what you don't have and start seeing what you do have in front of you guys with all the resources that you guys have. And one of the main things that I did, guys, was I changed my state of being. All right. Once you guys learn how to change your state of being, all right, this is when crazy things happen. I'm talking about good things. I'm talking about miraculous things, life-changing, life-altering events that's going to happen when you guys start changing your state of being. Because you guys have to understand, let me put it like this. Lead doesn't turn into gold. Gold turns into gold. All right. What I mean by that is, some of you guys, when you guys, come into this business, when you guys get started with trading, you guys are going through fear. You guys are going through anxiety. Some of you guys might be going through resentment. Some of you guys are probably asking yourself, like, what did I get myself into? All right. And pretty much, you guys have to really transmute that energy into something else, into pretty much something great. All right. Because you guys have to understand that everything that you guys are looking for is on the other side of fear. All right. Right around the other side of pain, it's actually freedom. Everything that you desire in life, all right, it's all on the other side. And the only thing that you guys have to do, all right, is pretty much change your state of being when you guys actually embrace these challenges. All right. All right, go inside. When you guys have to pretty much change your state of being where you guys embrace these challenges. Now you guys actually have energy, all right, to begin to design a destiny with. So when you guys start actually looking at pretty much fear, resentment, anxiety, and actually turn that into a good thing, all right, you guys actually have a new destination when it comes to life. Okay, go inside, go. So, all right, my little daughter's coming out, but that's what you get when you guys have time freedom, when you guys can watch your kids for free. All right. But let me start off where I left off and all that. Once you guys actually start making a choice into the unknown and stop waiting for things to happen. All right. Some of you guys are actually pretty much waiting for that right moment to happen. Some of you guys are actually waiting for pretty much something to fall into your lap. Some of you guys are waiting for that perfect trade. Some of you guys are waiting, for that perfect sign up to pretty much come into this business and actually take your business to the next level. You guys need to stop waiting for it to happen and actually start going to the unknown and actually start pretty much doing things that you've never done before. Because when you guys actually make choices, all right, when you guys actually make choices with your limited self, this is when you guys actually move in doubt. But when you guys actually make that leap of faith, now you guys are making choices with your unlimited self. This is when you guys are stepping to the unknown. And again, when you guys step into the unknown, this is when miraculous things happen. You guys have to prime your brain and body to making that change every single day. When you guys are pretty much looking at your problems, looking at the bad things, looking at pretty much what could go wrong into pretty much good things. And once you guys do that every single day, you guys are going to start to realize that your life is going to change. Because again, we can all agree that if the main reason why a lot of you guys are pretty much in this industry, in this business, because you guys are sick and tired of the same results every single day. You guys actually pretty much were doing the same thing every single day for years. This is why your life was so limited. But when you guys actually step outside your comfort zone, and you guys actually step outside of the normal things that you guys are actually doing, all right, this is when your life is going to change. This is when you guys are actually going to meet different people. This is when you guys are actually going to obtain new information. But you guys have to prime your brain and body to make that change. Once you guys do that, this business actually becomes beautiful. The struggles that you actually go through are actually little. You guys actually, so the biggest problems that you guys are actually having right now, I promise you guys right now, once you guys change the way you look at things in a couple of months, you guys are going to be laughing at these problems. Because you guys are going to have so much more bigger problems, all right, that these little problems right now, they're going to be, these little problems that you think that are big right now is seriously nothing compared to what you guys can even imagine, all right? So again, guys, make choices with your unlimited self and step on the other side of the unknown, all right? And get outside your comfort zone. And I promise you guys, miraculous things will happen. But again, guys, this is your boy Chino, the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm going to give it back to my boy DeFi, my day one. He's been running these calls consistently at 11 a.m. every single day. So, guys, make sure that you guys plug in. Make sure you guys tune in. Make sure that you guys change your state of being. But again, guys, this is your boy Chino, and I am out.
Let's go. Let's go. Drop some hearts, drop some sevens, drop some threes down below. I knew he was going to bring the heat today. He was playing no games, and it's crazy, like, just thinking about it. We started inside of a garage, and I was thinking about it this morning, just how far we've been able to come, right? From literally just us two, now to the point where, you know, he's got an organization that's over literally 1,500 people worldwide. He's been able to introduce and create 5-6-figure earners inside of this company. So you talk about being a truly servant leader. You talk about somebody that's not just, you know, cares about his success. He is truly here to put people over profits. He really cares. He really has a big heart. And this is why I really want to go all in with the vision, with the journey, because this is a leader that truly cares and wants everybody to win. So the other thing I want to touch is unknown, right? This is something that we talked about this morning. You know what's interesting about the unknown? So many of us are so afraid to go out into the unknown, but here's what we talked about this morning. Every day that we wake up is unknown. It's not the same as yesterday. You're not waking up the same as yesterday. It's a whole new day. There's anything could happen today, right? Whether we get in the car, or whether something happens. So many of us, we're so afraid of the unknown. When in reality, every day that we wake up, even though we think we're doing the same routine, it's a different day. It's a whole different time. So realize that you can go ahead and create the life that we want, stepping into the unknown, which is where the magic really happens. So the unknown that we used to think was scary, making the videos, going out and creating a brand, really using your voice, telling your story, this is where the magic happens. So with that being said, I love you, family. Go out and have an abundant day and realize you can go out and create whatever it is that you can hold in your mind. You can hold it right here in your hand. This is living proof. So just know this is just the beginning. We've partnered with the best of the best, not just the top in the company. We're talking about the best of the best in the industry on the trading side, impacting lives, MLM. So to say we are just getting started is an understatement. 5 years in, get ready for another 5 years deep. Family, the journey continues. Just know it's game time. Let's go.